Hello? Hello? Are you out there? Is this thing working? Is it working? Is it? Well, I think it is. I think it is. Yes. Well, it's me. It's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. I just thought I'd come on here and just tell you how this inflation thing is just aging me. I'm not kidding you. It's just aging me. I feel like I'm 10 years older. Which would make me 82 if I was 10 years older. Yes, it would. Well, I just want to say that I just feel like it's just a weight. It's the weight of the inflation. It's just aging me to the point where I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know what a person's going to do, but I reckon we just have to do the best we can. Yes, we do. We got to do the best we can. So, anyway, I just come on here. Does my hair look different to you? Does it look different? It looks like, I don't know. It just looks like I got grayer or something. It looks weird to me. Oh, pity's sake. Pity's sake. I don't know. I was going to try to do up my face, but I can't afford it. Well, you know, that makeup's kind of expensive, so I figured, hey, if I look 10 years older, I just might as well roll with it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to roll with it. Well, I hope y'all are doing okay. So, let me know what you think this inflation is going to do for you. I'm in the kitchen, and I'm going to try to do something with some of that stuff I bought yesterday. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. But I'm going to try it. Okay. All right then. So, are you going to be here when I get back? Okay. All right. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I got to take a nap first. It's inflation. It's weighing down on me. It's making me feel old before my time. Alrighty. I'll be back, and we're gonna do something in the kitchen. Okay? Alrighty. See ya in a minute or two. Whew! I had kind of a weird moment there. I don't know what happened. I felt like I was 10 years older. It was scary. And I talked like this and everything. I don't know what it was. I don't know. If you know what it was, tell me, because honestly, I don't know. Today, I'm in the kitchen. And I'm going to do something with this butt roast. It's a Smithfield butt roast that I bought yesterday. And if you watch my video from yesterday, well, yeah, you can see that I bought it. And it was on sale for $1.99 a pound at Aldi. One day only. One day. Okay. Now, it says Smithfield pork shoulder, boneless pork shoulder butt roast. Now, if you have the answer to this, how can this be a pork shoulder and butt? I don't know, shoulder, butt. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just shoulder. Tell me, if you are an expert on this stuff, you let me know. Okay? All right. I'm doing my workout today because it weighs about 7 pounds. All right, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this. Stick with me because it'll be fun and you'll be happy, happy, happy that you did. Okay, off we go in the kitchen again. Do you hear music? Do ya? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. But I think I hear music. Okay. Come on in. Okie dokie. Here is the boneless pork shoulder butt roast unwrapped. And this was $13.45, and it's almost 7 pounds of pork. Now, I've got my tray under here just in case I have some seepage. So I don't want to get all over my countertop. So, all right, now this is what we're going to do today. This is what we're going to do. It's going to be exciting. I know that you absolutely cannot wait. We are going to divide this pork roast up, and part of it I'm going to turn it into carnitas, which are awesome. And the other half I'm just going to keep intact as just a roast. Now, both of them are going to go in freezer bags, individually of course. And I'm going to put all the seasoning, everything in the carnitas, and so that they are ready to go when I am ready to use them. So, let's get going. First of all, I have to grab my orange juice. So hang on a second. I'm over here now. I'm in the refrigerator. Well, I'm not exactly in it, but, you know, I'm digging in there. Okay. Earlier today, I squeezed some orange juice. I had 2 oranges left. Now, I'm going to make these carnitas the Rick Bayless way. I season them the way he does, and he always uses orange juice. If you don't know who Rick Bayless is, look him up. He is awesome when it comes to Mexican food. Okay, I think he lives in Mexico, and he has restaurants. So, all right. And I've got some spices and seasonings. We're going to use those, so we'll get to those. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to make the roast portion actually a little less than half. All right? Before I do that, I'm going to turn this over because I want you to see the fat side. I'm not trimming that. I'm not fat adverse. I realize some people have an aversion to fatty meats. That's fine if you do. Do what you got to do. If you think you need to trim that off, you go ahead, but I don't. So, you can see how that looks. It's kind of it's not like one big solid piece, right? All right, so I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to use about less than half is going to be on the roast side. I have my serrated knife. You use whatever knife you like. This knife makes me happy. That's the one I'm going to use. Get down to that fatty portion, that little fat on the bottom. There. Awesome. There is my nice little pork roast. So I'm going to put that in its own bag. All right. Let me rinse my hands real quick because I'm going to put this in a bag, get it out of the way. All right. See how that looks there? Awesome. Now then, right here I have my big silver bowl, and that I'm going to cut up the meat for my carnitas in, and I'm going to put it in this bowl. So, got my bag marked. I'm going to put my roast in this bag. That's all I'm going to do to this. I'm not going to do anything else to it. I'm going to leave it as is. There's my pork butt roast, ready for the freezer. I'm going to pop that in the freezer right now. I need my little slurp of coffee here. Okay, so I've got my bag made up for my pork carnitas. If you have never had pork carnitas, you should have them sometime. They're delicious. So you see how this is here? You notice I took the solid end of the roast and I used that for just my single roast. Did you notice how I did that trick? All right. So I'm just going to start cutting this up. And I'm going to cut this into chunks, not small chunks. Cut it into a little bit larger. All that fat there, I want that fat. Wow! At my age, I'm glad I have the energy to do this. So, cutting it up here. Cut that up. Cut this piece. So I want my pieces of pork to be just about like this. You there? Put that in my bowl. See that? I'm going to continue on here, cutting up the meat into these chunks, and I'm going to put them in my big bowl. All right, this is the meat for my carnitas. Now, fat is an important ingredient. If you're going to make carnitas, you need fat. As a matter of fact, true carnitas, original carnitas, are actually cooked slowly in pork fat in lard. And that's just the way they are. Oh my gosh, they're so good. But since, and they use like a cauldron, and it's, I guess it's quite a thing. But I am, when I do cook these, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cook them in the oven. So, what I have here, I've got some oregano, I've got salt, garlic, and black pepper. So, I'm putting that over my carnitas, over the meat. I guess they're not carnitas yet, are they? And I'm going to try to make sure that they're all coated as best I can. Now I used about a couple of teaspoons or so, maybe a little more, of oregano, the Mexican oregano, which my neighbor happened to have some that was growing voluntarily, and she let me pick some, and I had dehydrated it. And you can use fresh garlic. I don't have any. Ooh, pepper mama. You can use fresh garlic if you want to, but I just use the powder, so I put about 2 teaspoons or so of the garlic powder, a good teaspoon or so of black pepper, and actually I put a tablespoon of salt because there's a lot of meat here. So, oh, this smells good. Now, I'm going to pour on the orange juice. I like the orange juice. These are from I had 2 oranges left in my refrigerator. And it yielded, I don't know, about that much. Just depends, about that much. I don't know, that's probably what, half a cup maybe? I don't know. The orange juice, Rick Bayless uses the orange juice, and it really is delicious. He has a YouTube channel, by the way. He used to have I don't know if he still does or not. He had a food, on food channel, I think. It was called Eat, oh, I don't even remember what it's called. And but he has a YouTube channel, and it's just called Rick Bayless. So you look it up. He's got all sorts of goodies in there that he does. One of which is carnitas. Alright, this is awesome. Let me rinse my hands off again. Alright. Now, I'm going to fill up the bag here that I have already, hang on, I've already marked, I've already labeled it. And I'm going to just insert these pieces of pork into the bag. And the reason I'm doing this is because when I get ready to make carnitas, hopefully when I do that, I'll have company. And I can share all of this porky goodness with them. These are great served on corn tortillas, warm corn tortillas, with whatever toppings you prefer. You can use guacamole, you can use salsa. Salsa verde is one of my favorites. You can use cilantro. No, I can't do cilantro, but I know people love it. You can use whatever toppings you like. They are awesome. I'm not kidding you. They are awesome. Now I'm gonna take the rest of this orangey goodness and we're gonna pour it in to our bag. I'm gonna seal it up. Now then, I'm not going to put this in the freezer right away because I want all the porky goodness to absorb this marinade. Now, Rick Bayless, he does do, I think it's on his Rick Bayless YouTube channel, he does a video where he does carnitas 3 ways. Cooks them 3 different ways. Because it's not practical for the ordinary kitchen to do pork carnitas in the traditional way. So that's understandable. So he really shows you some different methods. I like the oven method, although he does show you how to do it in the crock pot, which is kind of awesome. Okay, so here it is, pork carnitas, ready for the freezer. And here it is, pork butt roast. A nice little roast, which would make a great meal. And the pork carnitas. Listen, I just wanted to show you, since I purchased that pork roast, what you can do with it. I live by myself, but I like to prepare and take advantage of the good buys that you can get if you buy in quantity. And then, you see what I just did here? I divided this up. I'm going to have 2 beautiful meals that I can share with company, or, you know, when the kids come home, I can share it with them. Just because I live by myself, it does not mean that I can't take advantage of the good buys out there. I can. I just have to be smart about it. Okay? All right, that's it. Simple food, simple life. Please like, subscribe, and share, because you know what? Everybody needs to know how to do this stuff. It doesn't matter whether you're young, whether you're old. It doesn't matter. You can do this. It's just a little bit of preparation for the future. Okay? All right, listen, I love you guys. You know I do. And as always, oh, you know it's so true. Little is much when God is in it. Okay? All right. I love ya. These are going to go in the freezer tomorrow after they've sat in the refrigerator in their nice spices and marinade for today and tonight. Tomorrow they'll go in the freezer. Okay? All right. I love ya, and I will talk to you later. Bye.